Hello and welcome to another C# programming video tutorial where we're going to give you another challenge. The challenge is going to be in for loops. So name this one 06 for loops C. So that's the solution name. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the computer to roll a pair of dice 100 times. Every time it rolls a pair of doubles, it's going to print out a statement that says you rolled double sixes. And then the next time it rolls doubles, it's going to say you rolled double sixes, then it rolled doubles 2, 6s, 5s, 4s, etc. And then at the end, the computer rolled 21 doubles. And then you hit enter and it's over. So that is your challenge. You should start by initializing some variables for two different dice. One for every time that you roll a double. Use a for loop, and inside the for loop, you'll probably need an if statement, and then you're going to have some way of calculating how many times you've added doubles. Pause the video at this point and give it a try. You should try for at least 15 minutes to think about it. Sometimes it's worth drawing it out a little bit on a piece of paper, using a flow chart. All right, now that you've given it a try, here's the solution. Let's talk our way through the solution. Your solution may be different than mine. So I created an integer called dice1, an integer called dice2, an integer called double luck, and we started off at 0, so we initialize it to 0, finishing them all with a semicolon. Then we use random number generator equals new random bracket bracket semicolon, just like we did in a previous one. Then, very simply, we just start off telling the user what we did. Console.writeLine bracket quotation mark after rolling a pair of dice 100 times period quotation mark bracket semicolon. Then we start our for loop where we initialize it as 0. So that's the first time we start off at 0. Then we're going to run it as many times as for I is equal to, less than, or equal to 100. And then we're going to increment it. Every time we run it, we're going to add 1 to the I. So the first time, then the second, and so on. Then dice1 is equal to number generator dot next. So this is where we are taking the random number generator and we're putting it into dice1. And the reason we do this inside the for loop is because if we did this outside the for loop and we put it over here, it would run it 100 times with the exact same random number. So that's why this has to be inside. And here is where we're setting our start. The first one is 1 because that includes 1. And the last one, it never includes it. So that's, you have to do 1 more than 6. So 1 and 7. And then you say if, and here is our conditional statement for our if. Dice1 equals equals. That means we know it's equal. Then console.writeLine, we got a string. And then we grabbed dice1. We could have used dice2. It doesn't matter because this is only happening when they're equals. So this answer could have been dice1 or dice2. So you rolled double and then the number. And then we have to do another string here with an apostrophe S period. Then we close the for loop and we write out the numbers. And you will notice inside the for loop we had double luck plus plus. And that is the same as saying double luck plus 1 equals double luck. So that means we're adding 1. Every time this if statement runs, we add 1 to double luck. And then, because then we know the number of times. And I believe in the last one I got to 18. And that is how you use an if statement inside a for loop to compare the number of times we roll doubles using the random number generator equals new random. Thanks for watching.